So I want to do like a little breakdown of the new song's second verse that starts with G's turn snitch, gangsters and PC. Hear the streets call them antics ain't cool with me. Messy praising rats, fools condoning that, talking about a fucking gang, gangs ain't cool with that. This ain't a diss track, I'm looking for understanding. I'm white and a real gangster, wax can fucking stand me. Nice with the fist, but the clip, it stays on me. Haters keep hating, don't cross the line, homie. Choppers with that Hannibal lead that stays hungry. Fully automatic, them condiments all on him. Rodeo, California, pull back and clap casual. Gangsters sell work, sit back and acquire capital. Ask about me, you ain't heard what you asking for. Ain't even facing time and you told. What you talking for? Small town chip on our shoulders created animals. It's like we set out to become the murdered capital. So maybe I could start with that last line. Small town chip on our shoulders created animals. It's like we set out to become the murder capital. Throughout my little periods of doing time, it seems like the people from smaller states, like in the feds, it's smaller states, or in state prisons, it's like the people that come from the smaller unknown towns have more to prove. It's like people could say they're from Richmond and it's like they got a reputation. People could say they're from Oakland, they got a reputation. LA. But you know, the small towns that people really ain't heard too much about are the towns where people have a lot more to prove. So it seems like we try to push things to the limits. So let's see. G's turn snitch, gangsters and PC. That's kind of the same stuff I kind of been pushing from the gate. So, but small town chip on the shoulders created animals. G's turn snitch, gangsters and PC. Hear the streets call, them antics ain't cool with me. I'm basically saying like the streets aren't really accepting the actions of what these people are doing. You know what I mean? It's like I'm basically acting like the game, the streets, or however you want to interpret that, is like crying out, man, this shit ain't cool, man. These motherfuckers. Messy Marv made a fucking post about the fucking dude that snitched on the dudes from the Crest and got a whole bunch of time and was like kind of praising the fucking dude, man. And who the fuck does that? Who praises somebody that got dudes sent to the pen? So and that happened like when I first started jumping into the rap scene, and I was kind of taken aback that there was people that actually fuck with this dude, especially after he was making posts about being okay with somebody fucking being a snitch. So messy praising rats, fools condoning that, talking about a fucking gang, gangs ain't cool with that. Yeah, so that's just me pushing the line a little bit further. Like, motherfuckers in the pen that are doing time are definitely not okay with people being rats or people out here praising them like dude did. It's just there's some studio shit. Motherfuckers really ain't accepting no motherfucking rats. This ain't a diss track, I'm looking for understanding. I'm white and a real gangster, wax can fucking stand me. No, I feel like that maybe it's thoughts that were kind of inspired by shit that I read in my comments, man. It's like I don't know, motherfuckers act like you can't be white and a gangster, or these little fucking internet thugs be on here acting like anything that I talk about can't be real, you know what I mean? I'm just a fucking white dude or whatever, so it's just, that was my interpretation of it, you know what I mean? So, just saying, I'm white and a real gangster, wax can't fucking stand me. So, it's just like, it's just me poking at these little internet thugs that got nothing better to do than sit there. And these motherfuckers, I had 200 comments on one of my posts about the rat 6ix9ine and these fools going to bat for this piece of shit. And some of them motherfuckers went through every single comment and responded, and I was just kind of surprised by it. But so that's maybe just my way of kind of talking shit through my music to these clowns that I'll never be able to see and never be able to do anything to. So whatever. Nice with the fist, but the clip, it stays on me. Haters keep hating, don't cross the line, homie. I kind of feel like I just touched on that, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers are gonna hate. They could hate on the internet all they fucking want. There's nothing really I could do. But maybe my way of dealing with it is just to write about it, and it's my like release or something. Choppers with that Hannibal lead that stays hungry. Fully automatic, them condiments all on them. I thought that fucking choppers with that Hannibal lead was a fucking crafty line, man. I'm Hannibal, the cannibal, you know what I mean? I'm basically saying that my chopper stays hungry for flesh. So, and fully automatic, them condiments all on them with the infrared beams and all that good shit. So it's fully dressed, however you want to say that. But I love those two lines right there. That choppers with the Hannibal lead that stays hungry. Fully automatic and condiments all on them. Rodeo, California, pull back and clap casual. Gangsters sell work, sit back and acquire capital. No, I love talking about Rodeo, man. You know what I mean? Small little town, relatively unknown. And man, I feel like a lot of solid people came out of Rodeo, man. It's a small town, man. People from the projects, Viewpoint, the hillside, you know, it's kind of a trip, man. Rodeo's a trip because everybody in the whole town had, from my point of view anyway, respect for each other. It's like if you was real, people recognized that and they respected it. You know, it was, Rodeo was just a dope town, man. It's like, believe it or not, motherfucking Rodeo would stick together as a group against other cities and shit. No matter, you'd have the Rodeo projects with the hillside, with the Viewpoint dudes like bowing up on fucking people from other little towns. Like fucking, nah, you're not gonna come in here to our little town and do no sideways shit. But yeah, I like giving little shout outs to Rodeo, man. Pull back and clap casual. Gangsters sell work, sit back and acquire capital. Ask about me, you ain't heard what you asking for. Ain't even facing time and you told what you talking for. I just really, I guess I liked how that flowed. It's dope too. Some of these clowns aren't even facing time and they tell, but whatever. It's the fucking game these days. Like I said earlier, I made a post talking shit about 6ix9ine and you'd have thought, fuck, this dude was still a gangster. And I mean, I just heard on the radio, this fool's getting a $10 million contract. Shout out to the radios though. The radio people was on there talking about they're giving record deals to rats now. Are we gonna play him? I don't think we're gonna be playing that fool on our stations. That shit's dope, man. I hope people stick to that shit because that fool don't deserve no radio play. But small town chip on our shoulders, created animals. I went over that first. I'm a huge fan of that, man. Like I said, I feel like a lot of the smaller, relatively unknown towns had a lot more to prove because people don't know about us, but we try to make ourselves known. So anyways, this is just a short little one. I love that verse. It's one of my favorites that I've ever done, so I kind of wanted to go in there and break that one down. So I've been getting like a little bit of positive feedback from the lyric breakdowns that I do. Some people end up saying that they like the song more after they kind of get an understanding of where I was coming from when I wrote it and all that type of stuff. And this is just me trying to touch base with the people that are following my music, because I definitely appreciate everything that everybody does, the likes and the shares, the comments, the subscribes. People been coming to my show. Shout out to the Hells Angels, man. Them fools been going out of their way to try to make things happen for me. Shout out to the Bay Riders. They just had me open up for Be Legit at their 11th year anniversary. Shit was lit. Both parties were lit. Things are coming together, man. We're gonna keep rocking. That's what we do. Checking out, man.